It's kind of late. I'm in my kitchen. Just wanted to do this video for you guys real quick. Let me make an adjustment. I hope this is actually enough light. I think it is. Great. You guys are on here. It's kind of bright. It's trying to brighten up the kitchen because it's dark outside. But I wanted to do this quick video for you. It's actually way too bright, but oh well. Oh well. Let me pull it back a little. Let me pull it back. Okay. I wanted to do this quick video, and this is only going to be like probably a 5, maybe 6-minute video. And it's about a message I got today from a friend, And I don't know if any of you have ever dealt with this. Hey, how are you? You know, and I'm sure a lot of people have, especially women, but I've dealt with jealousy all my life. And outside of relationships where I'm like real protective of a male or something, because, you know, if I'm in love with a male, I don't have a jealous bone in my body. I don't. My stepdad taught me something when I was very young. I had my ass kicked in high school, basically, because I was running my mouth. And she was triple my size. She was the goalie for the soccer team. Okay, she was a big girl. And she kicked my ass out of a root canal, all of that. And I remember my stepdad saying, Andi, there will always be someone bigger and badder than you are. And I never forgot that. I never forgot, and he was a businessman, very smart man. Sorry, you guys, I was at the beach today. And I never forgot that he said that. But I got a message from my friend that was so full of shade that I was like, okay, this friendship is over for this lifetime. It's literally over. In the past 5 years, I have dealt with more jealousy than I ever did as a fitness model in my 20s because of my creative abilities and the fact that I grew 2 businesses on my own. Nobody's helping me. No one helps me do anything. I don't have someone, responding to 500 comments a day. And there's a lot of platforms, there's 3 Instagram pages. I have another YouTube channel, Andrea Cox TV. I'm very well known in the vegan community. I've been a vegan 18 years. I've detoxed everyone from a guy off the Brady Bunch to done John Sally, the former NBA player show. I've been very well known in the plant-based movement. When I started this channel, it was for 2 reasons. I was going through pain, and I knew from being a vegan and being plant-based that if I could get through to you that your issues live in your tissues, and if you change the way you eat, change the way you treat your body, stop eating dead, decomposing animals and bullshit packaged foods, that you could vibrate higher very quickly, like I've done for 20 years, I knew that you guys could also heal. The second reason is when I got into this business, I had been in a very codependent situation, and I never wanted to be in a codependent situation again. And I'm proud to say I'm not. When I started my other channel, it came from a long history of illness. And for me going vegan 18 years ago, opening up my third eye chakra, you don't go vegan for a couple months. You go vegan for a lifetime. You go vegan and you start watching the way animals are treated, etc., and you end up staying vegan. But I saw the connection between our government and big pharma, and how when we become sick, they slap on a bunch of medications, and they want you to have this surgery, that surgery, and then before you know it, it's fucked. I also healed myself. And so when we heal ourselves, we help others. But let me tell you something. This woman has never liked me. And I knew it. I've got a Scorpio moon and Scorpio rising, a Pisces sun, a Pisces Venus. If you don't like me, I'm going to know from the time we meet. And I have been kind to her. I have, she met one of my boyfriends, etc. Like, I have been so kind to her. And there comes a time when you have to call someone out on their shit. And I finally did. I was like, you know what? How dare you say that? How dare? So basically, it's someone who is not shining their light like they need to be shining it. Like they need to be shining it. And so they have the audacity to point the finger at me. Now, when I was going through a breakup and when I was down and out and when I was struggling and depressed and couldn't leave my bedroom downstairs, this person was very concerned, was there for me, was very kind to me. But the second I'm doing good, this person shoots off at the mouth a bunch of bullshit. Now, what is that? What the hell is that? To me, that's jealousy. To me, that's someone not shining their light. And if you see this, I hope you go shine your light. And I've tried to push you to shine your light, but don't you dare try to dampen my light. That's how I feel. So if you are a female or a male, men get jealous all the time, especially gay men. Gay men get a bunch of shit thrown their way all the time, and throw shade too sometimes, but very well, actually. But if you are someone that is dealing with someone's, how should I say this? A hater, a frenemy, someone who is nice to your face but would shoot the shit behind your back, or attempt to call you out on something that has zero fucking validity. That is not your friend. That's someone you need to take your cell phone, you need to push the record button, you need to leave them a final message for this lifetime, and you need to hit send and then hit keep so they get it, and then you block them on their phone. That's all you do, because that is not someone who is going to change overnight. That is someone who is so focused on what you're doing and doing wrong in their eyes that they're not focused on themselves, right? I run 2 businesses. I have 2 rescue dogs. I have 2 YouTube channels. I have a shit ton of social media. I have a newsletter I send out to a shit ton of people. I write. I take care of my body. I love to do yoga. I make all my own food. I grow most of what I eat. I do a lot for myself by myself. I have guests that I entertain. I have a family that I love that lives all over in Ohio and Arizona. I have a nephew that started high school today that I'm super proud of. I do not have time to put up with bullshit lies and people pointing their finger where it doesn't belong. And so if you are one of those people, unsubscribe, right-hand corner. There's other channels you can go to. I don't put up with anybody's shit. I have a Scorpio moon. Google the meaning behind Scorpio moon. It's not friendly, but it's only a Scorpio is a ride or die person until you piss them off. And then they're not your ride or die anymore. They become they're dead to you. They're dead because you've become dead to them. So what I have to say about frenemies and people who pretend to be nice and really aren't is this. It's like Stevie Nicks, You Can Go Your Own Way, Fleetwood Mac, that song. Because I have a lot of frenemies around me, okay? And people who are jealous of you, and you can have lovers that you can have, like I have past lovers that were jealous from years ago because they weren't creative like me and stole my shit and everything else. You need to say goodbye to that kind of person. Draw people in that want to lift you up. Draw people in who support you. Draw people in who see what you're trying to create and say, good job, right? And who are also creating on their own and shining their light. Don't draw people in for even a minute or even a nanosecond that try to tear you down in a very direct way. Don't draw people in like that. Cut those people out. Because a person who is jealous of you can never be your friend. They can never be your lover. You can never work with a person like that. A person who is jealous of you will only try to take from you energetically. They can even steal your ideas. That's it. They'll watch you, but they'll never step up and say, you know what? Great fucking job. Good for you. But if you're down, they'll be right there because they want to see you down. I have a real keen eye for this bullshit. And sometimes I play along with it for a little while. And then I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. I don't have time for this. And that's what I usually do. My fuse is very long because if you've dealt with jealousy in your life, you learn to recognize it when it's clear, when it's a mile away. You smell it. You smell it. And look, you guys, I am not in my 20s. I am, I do not think I'm great or anything like that. I don't. I am a woman who is very creative and I have a vast amount of knowledge in spirituality, but especially in health and detoxification. And my history proves that. I am someone who got sick as a fitness model in my 20s, who healed herself on a plant-based diet, who has written books. Go to AndreaCox.com. That's my main website outside of the Detox Intuitive. You'll see I have books on juicing, I have books on raw food, etc. I really know my shit. And I know when someone is being very, very obscure with their put downs to try to lower my vibration. Well, congratulations, because it earned you a video to watch, but sometimes sending a final message and calling someone out is the right thing to do, and then close a chapter. Close a chapter. This is a woman. It's a woman, and it's a woman that I'm not going to allow in my aura, in my auric field any longer, ever again. So sometimes you have to do videos on this and you have to really kind of step outside of your poised. I think I'm stepping outside of this video by doing it with my bathing suit and a cover up on from today, but step outside of your poised way of being to really call someone out on their shit and say, you know what? I see you. I do. I see you. And I know you don't like when this is going on. I know you don't like it, but I'm going to blow you a kiss and send you on your merry way anyway. Good riddance to you. Good riddance to your family. Good riddance to, please create and teach and go live your life for you. Don't be painted. The reason I got as far as I have is because I didn't pay attention to what other people did. That's the reason. Hang on, let me turn this off. And if I burnt a vegan burger because of it, I'm going to be pissed. But the reason I got as far as I have and will continue to go, it's in my chart, is because I didn't pay attention to what anyone else did. I can go through a breakup and sulk for like 6 months. I've only sulked about one breakup, and that was the last one because I really loved him. But like I can find out years later that someone like hates me, and I'll have to like Google their last name to remember who the fuck they are. That's how much I don't pay attention to people's shit until it's pointed out to me. I lose track of time. I lose track of time a lot because I'm so focused. So if you have, and I'm focused on self-care. So, and that may seem selfish to you, it's not. So if you have someone like this in your life, and hit the like button if you do. If you have someone like this in your life, excuse them, show them the door. Show them the fucking door, like I just did. I should play that message to you. I should play the message to you that I left. It was salty. It was not nice, but you know what? If you're going to throw shade on my light, I am going to squeeze a lemon over that shit because I don't deal with that in a way. I have to digest that. It messes with my digestion. I have to get a colonic the next day. I don't like people who throw salt my next way. But guess what? Let me tell you something. If you throw salt my way, I'll elevate and elevate and elevate and elevate. Okay? So I should probably say thank you to this friend. And I knew this person was jealous. When I first met them, they tried this shit. And it was years ago, and I didn't bite back because I was still prim and proper and wouldn't speak my mind. But now I'm speaking my mind. And my mind says, my mind says to cut someone out, and I cut someone out. My mind says to tell someone to fuck off, and I tell someone to fuck off. My mind says to invite someone into my world, and I invite them into my world. It is not unladylike to be mean. The Mystic with Lipstick, will you please email me? I do not have your information. You bought a reading. Thank you, honey. Please email me. I'm going to put my email right here. Please email me right now. Right now. Right now. You're welcome. Please email me. Thank you. I want to get that done for you. I saw your comment yesterday. Thank you. I'm really keen on doing those as quickly as I can. And if I don't hear from someone, then I miss it, and it makes me feel so pleased. There is nothing unladylike about speaking your mind. It will get you farther than shutting up will. Now, yes, you want it, sweetness gets you further than saltiness, but I want to tell you something. In today's age of kind of cutthroat and people patenting ideas of others and stealing and throwing shade people's way who are doing good, oh, thank you. You're so sweet, Rosaria. It's one thing to keep your mouth shut, but when you know someone is indirectly poking you to be just an absolute, to like try to get under your skin, that's not nice. And so I greet that type of behavior with the same type of behavior that comes towards me. I will slap a mirror up to you faster than you can say lickety split. It's kind of like in a relationship, right? If you're dealing with a person, I'll probably delete this video. Can I get my burger? Hang on one second. It's a vegan burger, so don't freak out on me. And I'm used to like being in the kitchen, so burning my hands is like not a big deal. Okay, so, and I'm sorry, I hope that didn't show my, oh God. Okay, I'm definitely gonna delete this. I went to the beach today. So it's kind of like being in a relationship. So this is hypothetically speaking, because we all know I'm not in a relationship. I just have men that help me around the house, right? Yeah, make my house pretty for me. If it's kind of like if you were in a relationship and the guy was like a Netflix and chill guy all the time, right? Someone like who just kind of wanted, or if it was even worse, if it's someone you would only see like every few months or something, that's not going anywhere, right? So what you do is you start mirroring that behavior, right? Start mirroring it. You don't have time for them. You don't have time for the bullshit. You don't have time for the game. Life is too short to waste even if it's a twin flame, even if when you guys have eye contact, you want to melt into them and have their babies. Sometimes that person isn't the best for you. And it's the same thing in friendship, and you will know it. How do you feel in that relationship after that person leaves, right? So hypothetically speaking, because Virgin Mary here, seriously, chastity belt galore, Pisces here. Trust me, I've gone 7 years single and celibate in my 20s. I don't care if I go another 20. It just makes me focus more at the gym and at yoga. But anyway, say you like have a one night stand with someone or whatever, and they leave. How do you feel the next day? How would that make you feel? Take that feeling, and there's your decision. There's your decision. Did the person like reach out to you the next day and say, hey, I just wanted to say I'm thinking about, take that feeling and go. So when it comes to friendship, right? When someone sends you a text and there are direct, very indirect, direct put downs in it, you have to look at that, assess it, and say to yourself, does this person really want my highest destiny and highest good for me? Is this person really out for my highest good? Absolutely not. And I know what you guys are saying. Well, what if good job. And I know a lot of you are saying, well, we'll switch it. What if the girl's supposed to reach out to the guy if it was in a relationship or whatever? I'm a pretty traditional girl, okay? I'm not 20, you know? Like, I like a phone call every once in a while. I like that interaction. I like dinner. If a man's not showing up for you now, he's not going to show up in a manner that is kind of required to cultivate anything real. Okay? You don't want to live in fantasy land for too long, right? So just a little check. But in a friendship, right? How is that person showing up for you? When you do, this is a person I encouraged not too long ago to go bigger. I was like, I would love for you to put on this. I would be the first one to pay for it. I would love for you to teach me more about foraging. I would be the first one to pay for it. And then this person has the audacity to put me down. You gotta be kidding me. You have to be kidding me when all I have tried to do is lift you up. This is a female. You have to be kidding me. My social circle just got even smaller and I'm fine with it. And for a person who has a large social media audience, I have always kept my social circle very small. Anyone who is really, really has their social media and they're like, and it's kind of a little bit, your social circle will be small. But when this happened today, I was like, oh, I'm fucking done with her. I'm done. And it went out. And I have zero tolerance for bullshit at this time in my life. I have a very happy, balanced life right now. I pay all my bills on time. My dogs are healthy and happy. They just got little new miniature, they're saddles. They're like little miniature saddles for dogs for them to sleep on. I mean, they're like antique saddles. I worked out with my friend Dave today at the gym. He worked my ass out. So it has that shelf. What else? I ran errands. I paid bills. I made plans for a trip. Like, I am at a place in my life that I feel happy, and I feel happy in my own skin. And when the right person shows up for me in the right way, I will show up for them in the right way, tenfold. But I do not have time for haters in my life. But I will tell you, if you are a hater of mine, you're just elevating me. Please elevate me. Very wise person once said to me when I first started my other channel, Andrea Cox TV, and thank you. If you're subscribed here, go look at some of those videos on there. A wealth of knowledge. Videos of me on the news and everything talking about food and detoxification and health. And a lot of you know you're not eating right for yourself right now. And it's time to change. I just held that like I'm pregnant or something. Interesting. So maybe, it is, I'll just type it right here. Andrea Cox TV. What was I going to say? One more thing. Oh, wise person said to me a long time ago, he said, when I first started my other YouTube channel, and he encouraged me to start it. He ended up hating me too, but that's okay. I think we kind of like to hurt each other. But he said to me, but we helped each other grow, and that's how that works. What did he say? He said, if you don't get thumbs down, something's wrong. You're doing something wrong. You want those. You want it all, right? So anyone who hates on you, keep them there. Let them know you know they're bullshit, and let them hate. It'll just elevate you to strive for your goals more. Okay, well, this is, I'm allowed to do one bitch video a year. I'm granting myself that title to do so. And tonight was it. I hope you guys have a beautiful night. I'm going to do the career and creativity reading. Tomorrow I have a super busy day. I'm meeting with a local homeopathic doctor that wants to start something pretty cool. So I'm excited, going to Del Mar for that. And so my day is going to be slammed, but I do have a retreat coming up. If you go to thedetoxintuitive.com or andreacox.com, you can click on retreats. It is a spiritual fasting retreat. I encourage all of you, grab a friend, it's cheaper to attend that. It's going to be exciting. The Mystic Witch with Lipstick. It's going to be exciting. We have some people that already booked, and it's going to be a healthy, good time. Have a breath worker, have a great yoga instructor, I provide all the food, all the juices, all the supplements, all the itinerary, everything you need. I hold a 2-hour class every afternoon, right in front of you guys, and you guys learn how to do a lot, show you my own garden here and everything else. So it's a healthy, good time. And your room is paid for, everything's included. So only thing I don't include is your flight. Someone asked me if I include their flight. I'm like, I don't. So, all right. I hate that we have this plastic lighting in here. It makes me look like a shine-free, pale, crusty girl, but that's okay. I love you guys. And that's it. And that's all. Heck, I might even do another reading. Last night, the reading cut out. I feel like it happened for a reason. I ended up having a lovely conversation with my dear friend, Carol, who is a Virgo, who is a light in this world. I think she's like a professor. In my eyes, she knows everything about health. She grows her own food. She has a garden. She's wonderful. Carol is one of my favorite people. And if you see this, Carol, I love you so much. That gave so much to me last night. And I agree with you, what you said about my soulmate and I. I do. I think there's a lot of work to be done there. I agree. And yeah, hopefully he wises up. No, I'm just kidding. I love you guys. I love each and every one of you. And I hope you have a wonderful night. And this is all as authentic as it gets. I know some of my videos, you guys see me and it's like super nice and whatever. I'm a Scorpio moon. And sometimes that Scorpio moon comes out. And tonight is one of those nights. All right. Happy. You guys don't know what the happy dance is because it's on my other stuff. I'm going to eat something. It's a little too late for me to be eating, but I think my body can withhold it because Dave took me, my chiropractor friend Dave. Oh my God, he kicked my ass. I was like squats, like leg press, like these thrust things, this thing like this, like all this stuff I hadn't done in like years. And like, I'm like, I know the soreness, it's not here yet, but I know within the next 2 days, it's going to just arrive at my back door, the soreness. If you've ever done a really good ass workout, you know what I mean. Okay. Thanks so much, you guys. Raw Chef Andrea on Instagram. I have the Detox Intuitive on Instagram, but I hardly post there. Andrea Cox TV is the other YouTube channel, Andrea Lee Cox on Facebook. Let's get this party started. I'm going to do a lot more readings over the next few weeks. You'll see. Okay, be well.